Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to the next episode of 911 Season 3. The last episode that we watched was called Rage, and when I say it frustrated me and filled me with rage, I'm not even slightly exaggerating. Like, oh god, even thinking about it now, it's been a few days since I watched it, but I can still, now that I'm thinking about it, now that I'm trying to think about it, just briefly to talk about the last episode, I'm getting annoyed again. So the main things that kind of made me so angry, one was the book storyline with him following through with suing Bobby and the 118. It feels like it kind of got wrapped up right towards the end. His lawyer dragged everyone through the mud, upset the whole team. Then right near the end, Bobby was like, the department is basically offering you a job back. They don't want the hassle, but I'm not going to make your life easy. That sort of thing. So I'm curious to see where that goes. It feels like it wrapped up a bit too quickly, that storyline. Considering people on Patreon were saying like it's like the divorce era or something to that effect. I'm very curious to see what happens with that storyline, because it can't just be over with. It was such a big thing to do. It's not like they just had a falling out. It was, I'm suing you, and bringing up everyone in the team's personal drama and crap, airing it out to get my job back. So I feel like there's got to be a lot of distrust between the team and Book. Maybe something in this episode or in a couple episodes' time, big happens that brings them back together. We'll see. But the other storyline that really frustrated me, which I feel like I talked about quite a lot, but also didn't talk about enough because everyone's not talking about it enough, was the racial storyline between Michael getting pulled over by the cops, then being quite aggressive with him, then pulling the gun on the kid. And whilst I understood Athena's point of view of, look, not all cops are bad, this isn't a police thing, this is a bad cop thing, and her defending her position, I also feel like she wasn't as frustrated as she should have been about it. But I like that one of them did seem genuinely sorry for what he did, because he knew, he panicked, whereas the other guy, the older guy, seems like a dickhead. So we'll have to wait and see if that's brought up again. Part of me wants it to keep going because it's an important storyline and needs to be addressed, and there needs to be more dealt with because of it. But part of me is also like, oh, it's just going to make me angry, so we'll see. This episode is called Monsters. I don't know what that means. That could mean just like maybe we're going to be, maybe we're going to be focusing again on Maddie's storyline, because she wasn't really in the last episode till the very end. Maybe she's going to be doing more things to do with that abusive relationship, that monster in that house. Maybe that storyline is going to be at the forefront. Maybe the cop that was the one that pulled Michael over, possibly about him. Book. I don't know. I'm excited to jump into it, but I'm also quite apprehensive because I remember how angry but also quite upset I was by the last episode, but not in a, oh, I'm crying, but I was just so mad. Really mad. And the show did a really good job of making me mad, and I love it for that, but also I don't want to feel like that again because it's not pleasant, but it's important. It is really important. So let's jump into the episode to find out what it's about. If you enjoyed the video, guys, please let me know down below in the comments what you thought below. And also, because I've not put the last episode up yet, I think that goes up on Patreon, at least at the time of recording, next week, I think. I'm excited to see your reactions to that one because it was a lot. It was a lot, especially on YouTube, I think, because I get more comments over there at the moment. I think it's going to be a lot to say. Anyway, let's jump into this episode. Please subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and take a look at the Patreon link down below for the full-length reaction to this episode, as well as every episode of Season 3 so far, and the last bunch of Season 2, and the next few in advance ahead of YouTube. I might have this episode 6, so I'll probably be up to the mid-season finale at this point, and maybe starting Lone Star, potentially. Let's jump into 911, Season 3, Episode 6, Monsters. Also, FYI, I had a comment on YouTube about my hair. Right? Not about just the hair in general, but this specific bit here. It just doesn't grow there. It's not that the hairdresser keeps cutting it off. Just for some reason, I don't know if I've had a bash to it or what, but hair just doesn't really grow in that spot for me. So, why is anyone's question, but I'm getting old, so I'm just going to put it down to getting old and losing my hair.
Miss Beckerson, did you bring a stopwatch?
We may not be in a classroom.
I'm
but
still
this
your
is still a
teacher.
school outing, and I will still give you a detention.
You won't need
Yes,
to, Miss
Queen.
Beckerson.
Yeah,
get to celebrate the harvest and all the cornucopia it provides.
Go.
I can't imagine being a teacher on a school trip. I can imagine it's hell. When you've got, like, naughty children, anyway, at least. Like, but yeah. This looks fun, though. Don't throw stuff at the bird. Oh, I hope this kid gets attacked.
27, 28.
I hope this kid gets attacked.
Of course we are.
Are you going to throw rocks at birds? Not sorry, I'm not going to lie. Good. Call me heartless, but...
911, what's your emergency?
Two of my students, they were attacked by crows. They're trapped in there.
Oh, the in the barn. Here's lamb birds. Oh.
I think I've seen this movie.
Okay, let's gear up.
It's a great movie. Han.
Damn clasp.
It's fine, Tim. Forget the name tag. We all know who you are.
That was random.
This is weird.
That was very
All
random.
over the city. Never heard about them attacking anybody.
Why?
Crows are very
That's going to be important.
They don't
It's like a... Is it Chekhov's gun?
provoked. No sudden movements, and we should be good.
Damn it.
Just leave it, Jim.
Maybe they're going to steal
I'll
it
be
because they
back.
like shiny things.
Everybody stay calm.
It was like they're possessed or something.
You sure it didn't have anything to do with those rocks you guys threw at them?
He did it. Liar! I tried to stop him!
Shut up!
Hen knows what's going on.
Crows are smart.
Yes, they
And
are.
they hold grudges.
You think they're waiting for these boys to come out?
They've been known to remember the faces of their tormentors years later and still attack.
Murder by crows, great.
How do we get these guys past them?
Little buddy. You hungry, pal? Huh?
Be careful.
Nice delicious granola bar.
Oh, I like a granola bar. I've not had one of them in a long
There you
time.
go. Hey, Hen, I think they're on to us. Oh,
Is he going to drop his... I thought he was going to drop his, like, thing back to him.
You haven't gotten a full night's sleep in over a week, and there are 7 different kind of baked goods in our kitchen.
Just looking for something to do at 3 in the morning.
You're worried about tomorrow.
Buck's first day.
Stay back.
Jinx.
Well, he signed every liability waiver and release form the department threw at him. Pretty sure
Good.
if he dropped the piano on Buck's head and he wouldn't be able to sue the city for it.
Is that something you planning on doing?
I don't know what I'm doing.
You are allowed to be angry with Buck and worried about this decision that he's made.
Yeah.
But you care about the kid. Don't let the other stuff make you lose sight of that.
She's so nice. And she's right, I know that. But I'm still mad. I'm really mad with Buck right now.
Hey man, how's it going? Hey,
And this is making me more mad. Did you really expect us to walk in? And everyone's like, oh hey, but
You got friends here, Buck. But they all feel like they gotta follow Cap's lead, and he's still...
not in a congratulatory cake and banner place yet.
good. You deserve punishment for what you did to them. Just on a personal level.
It bleeds when you cut it.
Hey Eddie. Oh, he's doing the fighting, isn't he? Forgot.
Monster. Just roughhousing with my kid. Were you playing with hammers? Nothing you need to be concerned with.
welcome back, firefighter Buckley.
Hey, yeah. Vincent, no. I don't know. The dealership said they called.
Why are you at her house?
Again. Maddie, my client, you met her. I'm sorry, I don't know what else to say. Listen to me. I tried. I did, but they...
Maddie, do not go snooping. You have no right. Hey, this is a massive house.
Thought you needed to use the bathroom. Oh, you walked right past it.
I'm sorry, you caught me. The view up here is amazing, and I just had to see it. I spent a lot of years trying to be the perfect wife. Then I realized one day that I deserved better.
So you left him.
Something like that. Also, I stabbed him letting to die in the snow.
Imagine.
It's gonna be an epic party. Bye.
I'm not even gonna have time to get a costume.
Alright. Oh god. Maybe she's got like a head injury and she's just not either not seeing it or not computing. Jesus, that's dark.
Why did I always think that she...
Vincent, you remember Maddie?
See you again.
Oh lord, oh lord. Oh lord.
I'm an occasional visitor in the line of duty. I'm a paramedic. I've responded to a call or two at your place.
Oh, that's so great. A nurse and a paramedic. I mean, it must be nice to have someone who...
This is why we don't do a lot of lying, because you're going to get caught out.
We have to go 5 times in 2 months, which is a pattern with...
Abused women. Maddie, you sought her out?
I was worried about her, okay? So I went to the gym where she works.
You're lying to her.
Yes.
You're pretending to be someone else. You're inserting yourself into her life under false pretenses.
You're overreacting.
No, he's
You
not.
are acting just like Doug.
Oh.
This is exactly what he did to me before he literally stabbed me. He invented a reason to meet me.
That
He pretended to be someone else. Then he tricked me into thinking he was my
is
son.
correct.
Okay, this is not like Doug.
Not the exact
Right?
same, but
I am trying to help her.
similar.
You can't help someone by lying to them, Maddie.
Teal bucket is for kids with food allergies. Everything in there is nut-free,
Yeah.
dairy-free,
So if you heard that correct, that was my elbow.
And who are these for? Kids allergic to fun?
For the parents. Also, there should be some pamphlets about basic fire safety that should be in the closet.
Exactly how long are you going to keep on punishing me?
You know,
For a while.
one day you're going to figure out when to stop pushing and learn some patience.
And eventually, someone took pity on me and they let me outside.
So basically, suck it up and be patient.
Yes.
Just like Bobby said.
Yes.
No, Cap's not always wrong.
Ooh, look at that head wound. Oh boy, that looks painful.
Oh, God! The list. You forgot the list. Oh, my God!
Whoa. That level of violence is totally acceptable.
Please someone realise it's a person. Please someone...
You.
I did.
What's that?
I don't know.
Right, good.
What's your emergency?
Yes, hello. I think there's
Oh, look at the cute ears.
car windshield.
I'm sorry?
There's a woman driving around in a gold mid-size sedan.
With a man stuck in the windshield, like through the windshield.
Are you sure it wasn't a Halloween decoration?
What are you supposed to be anyway?
I'm a firefighter.
So how come you're not out fighting fires?
Oh,
Mom, look! The real firefighters are here.
Oh my gosh, is he trying to get more candy out of you?
I mean, feel free to slap this kid.
In fact, here. Are you... Let's see, are you... Hey, are you all right?
You okay? Oh god.
Honey, call 911!
Lord, what does she escape from?
Tara, I'm here to file a complaint. It's a 911 dispatcher who's been stalking me.
How did you...
Should have known something was up when you conned your way into my house, but I thought I was being paranoid. Then I met your boyfriend, and he doesn't have a very good poker face.
I have been you, Tara. Trapped in a marriage with an abusive man needing to ask for help.
It's not your place to
I don't
say
need
it.
Any help.
Ugh.
You called 911 5 times.
I am not one of those women.
Yeah, I used to tell myself that too. I didn't want to admit what was happening because I felt ashamed. But I had nothing to be ashamed of. You have nothing to be ashamed of. Just tell me the truth, and I will leave you alone. I swear.
It's not,
There is
not a
nothing
place to
to
ask her
tell.
though. It's just not.
Stay away from me and my husband.
Holy Mother of God.
Oh shit.
just got one of the kids to talk. You're not gonna believe this.
Ugh.
These kids weren't abducted. They live here. Their siblings, their parents did this to them.
Oh. That's even somehow that's worse. How is that worse? It's just worse.
Those are my kids. What the hell are you doing with my children?
Did you find her? Where's Bethany?
Who?
Our daughter. We've been looking for her for hours. She's lost and alone.
Alone, right. Just like you left the rest of your children.
They were secure. They were safe.
Chained up, you mean?
Your daughter's in the hospital, which is where we're taking the others until Children and Family Services gets there. You two, however, are going to jail. Read them their rights.
You have the right to remain silent.
Not what I expected. I thought they'd be like... Normally they try and cover up what they've done here. They just don't seem to realise what they've done is wrong. Oh, people are awful.
You've been through a lot, personally and professionally. This job... We experience the same trauma that all the other first responders do, and sometimes we burn out.
Okay, that's not what this is.
Well, I'm gonna have to have someone confirm that for me. I'm scheduling you for a psychological assessment.
Fair, that's fair.
But I'm not due for another one until next year.
And you will not go back on that floor until it's done.
You think I'm being too hard on him?
No, I don't.
I think Buck makes everything hard on Buck. The boy has 2 settings. 0 and shut up before I smack you.
I can see that he's trying. It just still seems like he doesn't get it. Like this is all a game to him.
Cap, the city offered him a huge settlement. He could be jumping out of
That's
planes
true.
or swimming somewhere with sharks if he were looking for a game.
I don't know what you want from me, Buck. Forgive, forget, make you feel better about what you did.
I just want you to talk to me. Even if it's just to say that you're still mad.
I'm not mad. When you decided to sue the department, to make Cap the bad guy, did you ever stop for a minute to think what that could do to us?
I needed my job back. I missed
He didn't think.
being part of the team. I never meant for anyone to get hurt.
But you didn't think.
A lot of eyes in there. Your actions, your choices, they impact the rest of us. That's what it means to be a part of a team.
And I really am sorry. So whatever it takes for you to forgive me.
I forgive you. Also what it means to be part of a team. Just don't do it again.
Buckley.
Here we go, right.
Whoa, hey! Damn, come on.
Oh Lord. I forgot all about that.
Can I just take a look at your, did you hurt yourself?
Oh.
What do you mean?
Is it like part of her brain's not working?
Hey, you just stay right here, okay?
Is it like one of her pupils was big, one was little?
Sir, it's LAFD. Help is on its way.
Poor guy though, he's been there for what? A day and a half? Almost 2 days?
Maybe. You should know. I'm on blood thinners.
Oh dear.
And I'm starting to think that maybe I'm losing my mind.
No, you're not.
No.
You're still healing. It doesn't happen overnight.
What Doug did to me, to you, he was a monster. And when I think about what I'm doing to Tara, what does that make me?
Someone who cares.
Yeah, but it's not okay.
Maybe too much or maybe in the wrong way, but you saw someone you thought was in trouble and
Yeah.
you tried to help her.
I really thought I was right.
It's come from a good place.
When you hear something really crazy, I see crows.
No, everywhere.
No, I'm serious.
If it returns its name badge, I swear, I was right. I told you.
be damned. It's because you jumped in there and saved him. Probably didn't even occur to you to worry about yourself.
Yeah, I know. I didn't think. Just rushed in like I always do. I guess it's like the uniform is my costume. You know, I put it on and suddenly I'm...
He's very handsome, though. Give him that.
Strong.
Even if he's annoying me right now.
Buck, you saved 2 lives without the uniform. It's not a costume. It's who you are.
Yeah.
Does this mean that you're ready to let me back for real?
Doesn't matter if I'm ready, you are. It's time for me to get out of your way.
Hey, Bobby, are you hungry?
What's going on?
Maybe I could buy you breakfast. Nice to catch up.
Yeah, it would.
Am I the only one that thinks he's got off really lightly considering what he did? Or was trying to do? Or almost did? I don't know. Okay guys, that was my reaction to 911 Season 3 Episode 6, Monsters. And let's talk about the book stuff first, because that's kind of what's most fresh in my mind. I don't know if it's just me, whether I just hold a grudge, which I don't think that I do, but there's something about it that just feels like he's getting off really easily, and I don't know why. I'm not saying everyone should hold it against him forever, and he should never be back on the team, everyone should hate him. I'm not saying that, but I mean, he literally filed a lawsuit against the company, who I feel like were doing the right thing medically, and they didn't want him back on the team because medically he wasn't safe to be there, and they were doing their best to protect each other and also the people that they go and save. And so he filed a lawsuit, could have got millions from the city, the fire service, whatever, as a whole. Millions. Tore his friends' personal lives apart almost, or aired all the shite. And then they offered him a job back out of pity. And like I say, it's lovely that someone like him just like nice to him and whatnot, and understands that he's been through a lot. We all do. And I like Buck as a character. But it just feels like everyone's just like, nah, it's fine. Really quickly. I don't, like I say, I don't know. I just feel like there should have been more of a fallout of it. And I'm not saying, again, that everyone hates him, that he doesn't ever have a job again, or anything like that. But he was like, man, I have to work and do these things for the kids, and I have to give out smoke detectors. Man, why do I want to be on the service? That's not that bad. Really, that's not that bad. And I appreciate it's all about how he's a fire officer at heart, and that's his calling, that's his duty, and that's who he is. Great. Love it. But he spat his dummy out of having to do the thing for the kids, like giving out the smoke detectors and the candy and whatnot. And then everything's fine by the end of the episode. Even things with Eddie, who was really angry with him, he's now fine with him. And is it just me? Do I just not forgive people that easily? If it was, I think I would have understood it if, like, he'd have just filed a complaint against them, or filed like a formal disciplinary, took them into some sort of action. That's bad, but a big official lawsuit that could have resulted in, he got an offer for millions of pounds. That's a whole different thing. And I just don't know. Like I say, I think it's me because I've never felt like this about 911, but I just don't agree with how the characters are acting on the whole. Like normally one or two characters I'm like, what are you doing this for? Like with Maddie, which we'll get to. But on this one, I'm just, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I'd be curious to see when this comes out, like the comments about it. I don't know. Maybe just moving forward, it's going to be just a storyline that just came and gone really quickly, but it felt like it was over really quickly. And just everyone just seemed to just kind of go, it's all good, we're fine now. And yeah, it was nice that he jumped in and saved the guy in the car right at the end and put himself in harm's way to do so. But I don't know. I just need to kind of get that out of my head. Maybe because I'm just so mad still from what he did that I'm struggling to kind of let that go. And in real life, I feel like I'd be worse than them in real life for sure. But yeah, maybe it's just me. I feel like it's just me. But so we'll have to move on. I'll have to let go of that anger and just move on from it, because if this is just it, then it's not healthy to hold on to that. Then yeah, I just need to move on, right? Okay. Other storylines, what else should we talk about? So Hen was nice in this episode. Athena didn't have a lot to do minus finding the kids in that house. That was really quite dark. Those kids that were held in that basement. It felt like that should have been more of an emphasis. Maybe it's going to be touched on next time. I'm not sure, but this whole girl turning up to the guy's house during trick or treating, collapsed in. She got like handcuffs and the blood, and they go to this house and there's loads of kids being held in the basement. That feels like that should be a big storyline, and it wasn't. But it was good, it was creepy, and I'm hoping that it's touched on again. The crow stuff was quite funny. I like the fact that the crow stuff at the beginning was creepy because obviously I've watched like the Alfred Hitchcock film The Birds, and watching all those crows like on the barn were quite creepy, but I liked how they went in and they got out, and don't feel sorry for those kids at all. They deserved every second of what they got. But then I like the fact that this crow kept coming back, and I said at the very beginning of the episode I thought the crow on the fire truck was going to drop the name badge in like a really silly sort of thanks for the granola bar thing, and then it kept appearing, and right at the end it dropped the name badge. I was like, yes, I was right. That was cute. I like that. That was funny. So I guess let's talk about the Maddie stuff. I like that it came out this episode because I said from the start in episode 4 when she was going after, she went to drive over the guy and then she was called the house back and then went to join the gym. This is not a healthy behaviour. I totally get why she's doing it, and it's her way of dealing with what happened to her and trying to help someone else avoid that situation. But it's not her place to do so. It's very unprofessional, and just, as I said from the start, when it comes to abusive relationships, you can try and help. I appreciate that. But the only person that's going to get her out of that relationship is her. So, unhealthy. And the second that her and Chimney saw the couple out, I was like, oh god, this is just bad. This is really bad. And we could see when she called Maddie a nurse, it was Chimney's face like, what? Luckily the girl picked up on that. I thought it was really smart, because normally in shows like they get away with it when someone's obviously lying, but they didn't, and the one picked up on it, did a bit of research, went to the call centre. And yeah, she got in trouble, as she should do. I love Maddie. She's one of my favourite characters. Maddie and Athena are my queens, and Hen. I think about that, my 3 favourite. But she deserved to be in trouble for what she was doing. She needed to be caught out because it was going to go down a path where maybe at some point she puts her, and more importantly, the woman, in a really dangerous situation. When maybe he finds out who she is and captures them both, and luckily, hopefully, we avoided that situation because the woman found out, and yeah, so she got in trouble. And I think she got off really lightly, considering, because what she did was like, yes, it was unprofessional, but it was very much crossing a line from ringing people back, putting them in danger, following them to their address, making friends with them, lying to them, getting involved in their lives. And she just got basically got to see the counsellor, and essentially go see a therapist. I think that's a pretty light punishment for what happened, but I'm glad it's come out because it helped her realise as well that what she's doing is wrong, and that she's really crossing the line with her actions. As I said multiple times, it's coming from a good place. Appreciate that. Great. Love it. But also, she's going too far and putting the woman in danger. And I wonder if the storyline's over now. I don't know, because that woman's still in that relationship, but also it's not her place to get her out of that. So is it going to be in it again? I don't know. I really don't know. But I'm glad that it's come out because it was just making me very uncomfortable. So I'm glad that at least like that side of it's gone. Was there anything else I wanted to talk about this episode? There was the woman who hit the guy on the road, which was kind of cool. I feel like I might have seen is that a true crime story that I've heard before? Something about it rang a bell. Like there was that storyline a few episodes ago where, was it this season or was it last season? I think it was last season, where the woman cut the baby out of the woman's belly, pretending to be like helping the pregnant woman, and then she cut the baby out. That was like a true crime story that I heard. Something about this rang a bell of someone who hit someone in the car because of the head injury. They didn't realise and the guy was still alive. Whether I'm just putting pieces together of different things, I don't know. But yeah, it was really creepy. Not in like a scary way, but just in a medical way that she hit her head. And something was, because it looked like one eye was open, like the pupil was open, one eye was shut. That maybe like her brain severed something in there, and so she wasn't digesting what was happening or really seeing it. That there was a guy, she'd hit him, he was stuck in a windshield, he was alive, bleeding out, gonna die soon. Luckily he was alive, and she just didn't comprehend it, and so was going about her daily life. And we saw like she had 2 different coloured shoes on, but luckily Buck found it, because obviously the family reported it and nothing ever came of it. Luckily Buck reported it as well and saw it. But weird, it's just weird, like medical things like that can happen, but it's cool. It's really cool. And like I say, I'm hoping we see a bit more of the fact that these people were in the basement, because I felt like the storyline came and went really fucking quickly. A bit too quickly for my liking. But yeah, I enjoyed the episode. Monsters, good title, because I think the people that had the kids in the basement, and not just they had them in the basement, but they didn't seem to realise that what they were doing was wrong. That's why I think I want to delve more into it, because when they came home, they were like, "Oh, have you found our daughter that escaped?" And they're like, "Yeah, we found your kids in the basement." And I'm like, "Well, they're all safe. They were, like tied up, whatever. They're safe. Do you not realise what you're doing is wrong?" Obviously, they don't. They mustn't realise. So I kind of want to delve more into that and find out why they are the way they are, and just kind of speak to them more, because that kind of stuff fascinates me from like a true crime point of view. So they're monsters. Is it Vincent, the woman's husband's a monster? But ultimately, I feel like Buck got off lightly. But we'll see. I'm going to try not to comment about it too much, because I feel like it might be me at this point. But we'll see. If you enjoyed the episode, please let me know down below in the comments what you thought. And as always, my name is Scott. I hope you guys are well, taking care of yourselves, and staying safe. I'm excited to see your comments on this one as well, because whereas last episode I'm excited to read the comments from a pure rage point of view, this time I'm excited to read it from, am I overreacting when it comes to Buck? Let me know. Take care. Please subscribe to my channel if you're not already. Take a look at the Patreon link down below for the full reaction to this episode, as well as the next few in advance, and I'll see you all very soon for the next episode of 911 Season 3. Bye guys, take care, stay safe.